Hey, this is Michael with XForcePC. Been doing a lot of research on Microsoft Flight Sim and multiple monitors, and we've tried to attack it in a bunch of different ways, and I think this is the most economical way, the easiest way, the most straightforward way, is what we're doing here. Now this video applies to our quad screen deluxe and our regular quad screen packages. The only difference between the main difference between the two packages, it's not the only difference, the computer's a little bit lower end I believe in the regular quad, but you don't have these panels. We got a switch, multi, and two radio panels. That's the main difference between the regular quad screen and the deluxe quad screen. You have three 27-inch monitors here, 1080p each, a 19.5-inch touchscreen, but forget about the touch. The touch really doesn't apply here, it doesn't really work with Microsoft Flight Sim. It's not really that useful anyway, if I'm honest, is this whole touch thing. It's a nice to have, it's definitely not a requirement. So the way Microsoft Flight Sim does the multiple monitors, the way we're doing it here, is we're actually running Microsoft Flight Sim in this window, and we've created additional views, and we've placed those views on the individual monitors. And you can tweak this. You could show more instrument panel down here and less instrument panel up here, or you could show more instrument panel up here and less down here. There's a lot of different things you can do with the views. You can tweak these side views too. They're fully customizable. You can zoom in and out some more if you don't feel like the way I have it here is quite to your liking. We'll include the directions on how to do all of those things. We're running this off of one computer, one pretty high-end gaming computer. All these monitors are plugged right into the video card. And we're getting really good frame rate. We have the sliders all the way up, as high as the scenery will go. And we're getting, I don't know, probably getting 30 frames per second if I had to guess, at least. But we're really getting really good frame rate. So the performance is really, really good. I need to get a little elevator trim here, give myself a nose up a bit. So the only caveat is there's a little bit of work involved with this, and you have to be making sure you're willing to do the work, so to speak, to set this up. It probably took me 10 minutes to set up all these views just the way I wanted them, dragging and zooming and repositioning myself to get them just the way that I wanted. And then what you do is you save it as a flight. So you go up here and you say File, Save, and I call this the Baron because I'm flying a Baron. I actually called it Triple Baron, but actually it should be Quad Baron. And then so I'm going to exit now. And I want to show you how you start things up, just to make sure this isn't going to be a problem for you. I want you to realize what's involved. And it's really not that big a deal. But I just want to make sure that everybody knows kind of the caveats with Microsoft Flight Sim and running it on 4 screens. So I'm going to load my flight up, my Triple Baron, even though it's a Quad Baron, but that's what I named it. And we'll say Fly Now. Now here's the caveat. My views that I set up open up in these little boxes over in the corners of the screen. And so once it's fully opened up, I have to drag the corner of each of these views to expand it to show the entire screen. And of course, if we figure out a way to automate this, we'll do that. So I'm just grabbing the corner of each of these windows. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get your mouse pointer on the corner. And I'm dragging them out here. And then lastly, I'm going to grab the one down here on this middle monitor and drag it to the corner. And there we go. We're back where we were before. We're running on 4 screens again. And, as I mentioned, this is for individual windows. A little bit different than X-Plane. When we do X-Plane, it's one really wide window, and then we're running a third-party program down here. No third-party program here. We're just running Microsoft Flight Sim and running it on 4 screens. If you have any questions, please send me an email. That's michael@xforcepc.com. And again, that is michael@xforcepc.com.